Well, I'm currently the Bishop of Buffalo. I was appointed there by our Holy Father, Pope Francis, in January of this year, January 15th. That's when I was installed at the cathedral at St. Joseph's in Buffalo. Before that, I was a priest of the Archdiocese of Washington for almost 30 years, and then an auxiliary bishop there for about a year. I'm still a baby bishop. I've been ordained a bishop for about 3 years. And I grew up in Baltimore. I'm a native of Baltimore. Went to high school, through high school there, but then moved into the Washington area where my mother was originally from. She was a native Washingtonian. Lived with my grandmother and went through the University of Maryland to college there. Studied accounting and business and engineering, and then eventually worked in the Bethesda area for a number of years. But then went into the priesthood and was ordained to the priesthood at St. Matthew's Cathedral in 1990. And again, served in a variety of parishes there. I was a pastor in 2 and parochial vicar at another, and then spent a significant amount of priesthood working as the vicar for clergy for the Archdiocese of Washington, working very closely with our priests, our deacons, and religious. I had never been to Western New York before I arrived there in January, and I'd always heard about the beauty of Niagara Falls, but what has really hit me is the love of the people there for their city and their area. They really do, those that go away want to come back, and everybody's from there. Whenever I ask a priest, or someone, are you from here? They're always from there. They don't want to leave. It's just a very wonderful, beautiful part of the country. The weather, though I keep hearing about this cold weather, this snow, haven't seen too much of it yet, but of course they roll their eyes at me when I say that. I'm looking forward to seeing the beauty of the winter. But also, more importantly, is the faith of the people in the diocese. In spite of the difficulties that we're going through, they do want to see us move forward in hope. The church means a lot to them. It still is a very Catholic part of the country. I think 44% of the population there are Catholic. You can see it in the beauty of our churches. We have 3 basilicas there, and you don't find that in a lot of places in the country. But the churches are just wonderful. We have some very vibrant parishes. They're very proud of their Catholic faith there. Well, I would probably say one of my favorite saints is Mother Seton. I was educated at Mount St. Mary's Seminary in Emmitsburg, so I grew to have a great love for her and the work that she did. And maybe that's why I'm passionate about making sure that our Catholic schools get strengthened. She was one of the foundresses of Catholic education here in the country, so I love Mother Seton. Also St. John Neumann. I was pastor of St. John Neumann, and now in Western New York, this is where he began his ministry, establishing a lot of his parishes. I think my favorite Bible verse is really is Psalm 18. You know, I love you, Lord, my strength. The reason why I love that one is because it's usually we hear about the Lord loving us and how much the Lord loves us, but this is one of the rare verses where we as a human being express our love for God. And I hope that I'm able to do that with my life and certainly my ministry as a shepherd and bishop. I have. In fact, I think among all the serious questions that I've been given by whether it's the media or even our parishioners and the people in Buffalo, it's always couched in, are you a Bills fan? And a little bit of a story there. You know, I was a pretty diehard Baltimore Colt fan growing up, Johnny Unitas. But when they left town in the early 80s, I think my heart went with them, and never really connected like that with another team. I did follow certainly the Washington football team, and then when the Ravens came to Baltimore, they also, but my heart wasn't totally there. So when I came up here, I was actually excited. I see that sort of fanatical love of the Bills, and I like that, and I think I can very easily fall into. So I've been following, I've watched several of their games, and I'm rooting for them.